I just listened to a video with Erin Lyons and her talking about the cosmic truths about money. And one of the things that she talked about is that money, like, there's a lot of people that want to manifest $1 million just to say that they have had $1 million, and then that is when they will give them, that's when they will feel validated in who they are, and that's when they'll feel like, okay, like, yeah, I've made it. And like, that's when they like finally give like the love and acceptance to themselves. And I just felt that sentence so hard. It just resonated with me so hard because I feel like that my money and the way that I can produce and how much I attract into my life is like a direct reflection of my value and how much I'm worth. But I realized that that's been hurting me so much, and that's been hurting my soul so much, and that's just been not aligned with who I am. Like, am a I'm just like so valuable on my own. My soul is valuable more than any amount of money. And I just want to apologize to my soul for thinking that way about her, thinking about that way about them, that our value is tied to our monetary value. And I love you so much. And it just kind of makes me want to cry that I've been feeling I've been feeling that way about myself for a long, long time. That as humans, we experience this life so then our soul can, grow more, and our soul can grow this kind of experience, and we just like to expand our soul. That's why we come here. And that's why we like to play this money game, so our soul can expand in a different kind of way. Because if we're already born into wealth, our soul would not expand as much. And so I can feel how much shame and just like how much shame and just like how much insecurity like we have felt before with me and my ancestors, that we and our value is tied to how much we make, how much we produce. And it's not true. God loves us so much. God loves us no matter what. God loves us when we're a baby, when we literally are nothing. Like, we don't have any money. So where did we find this fake truth that our value is tied to our monetary production, when literally as a baby we are just so loved so much? Even when we're elderly, God just loves us so much. God loves us no matter what. God's love for us is infinite, and so much more than infinite. And like, I choose to love myself. I choose to see myself the way that God sees me. I choose to love myself the way that God loves me. I love myself no matter what. I don't care if I never make a single dollar ever again, and for the rest of my life, I will love myself so much. My love is not consistent or not dependent on how much money I have. Of course, I'm going to be an abundant and loving and just naturally abundant person, because that is just who I am. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to give myself less love, because that's not showing up in my physical reality. I am love. No matter what, that's who I am. That's the truth of it.
So I am driving home, and I just feel so happy and grateful as I am recalling the many things that have happened this year. And I just feel at the most like happiest, healed self of me. Like, I am just so grateful and just like so content with like everything that is going on in my life. And I just like feel like in this current stage where I am, like, I have money in the bank, I have a family to come home to, like, I have like such a good relationship with God and such a good relationship with myself. And I'm just like recalling like that, like there's just so many like there was so much inner work that I did this year, so much energy healing that I did on my own, and I'm just so proud of myself. And I'm just so grateful that I just like feel so healthy, and I just like feel so stable, and I just really enjoy being myself. And I just like every day just I feel so happy to be myself. And there's just so many things that happened this year. It feels like there was like years like condensed into this year of 2024, and I just like feel so happy, so satisfied with where I am. I just know that next year is gonna be even better. Like I didn't even know how this year could be. I can't even imagine like how much it's gonna top this year. I knew that this year was gonna top last year, but I just didn't know how. And I just know exactly what I want. And like, I just know the frequency of what I want, which is like so important to me. And like, oh my God, like it's so special. Like everything is just like so special, and like life is just so fun. Like life is just so enjoyable. Life is just so like such like a game. Like life is just so fun. Like life is a dream, and like I just like feel so happy. Like I am like there's like no other version of myself that I would rather be right now than who I am right now. And just like I just feel so healed in a lot of ways about myself, and just I understand myself in so much more ways, and I'm so happy for myself, and I just feel so free to be who I want to be and just like not tied to anything. And I am just I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself. If it's not what I want, I don't want it. Like if it is not the frequency of my soulmate, if it is not the highest form of love, I do not want it. I'd rather be by myself. I'd rather be alone. You know, I'd rather give myself the highest form of love than accept anything less than what I know that I deserve, and that I'm worth, and that I'm valued. And I'm just so proud of myself. I'm so proud of like the love that I've given to myself this year. I'm so proud of just how much I've grown this year, and it's exactly what I wanted. This year is exactly what I wanted, and I didn't know how, but I just knew that this is just what I wanted. I knew that I wanted to grow spiritually, and I didn't know how I was gonna grow spiritually, but God, when I look at like this year, like what I feel right now, it just feels so, it's exactly what I wanted. It's exactly where I wanted to be. And I'm just so proud of myself. And I celebrate myself. And like the level of self-value that I have, of self-worth, and like the relationships that I have, oh my God, they're so awesome. And what else? Like my money is up, you know, like, and I know it's only gonna increase. And I'm only gonna get richer and richer and wealthier and wealthier and happier and happier. And I am just so excited for that. I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited to be more. I love you, Shirley. And I just love being you, and I love experiencing this life with you. It's just so interesting to see what you do, and just how simple it is, but just like fun. And I know like there's just so much that's gonna happen for you. I know it. I love you. Merry Christmas, Shirley. That's like what's so good about like spirituality is that like I love like the compounding effect of spirituality, because something that you learn in Ho'oponopono like will come up when you're like learning about like Abraham Hicks, and then it will come when you're learning something that Shaman Durek said, and then it will come and then when you're learning something about the Sophia Code. Like the more you expand, like the more you read and watch videos, like everything just like makes like more and more sense. Because like that's what's good about like the Sophia Code, is that she talks about key codes, and then each of these ascended masters like have key codes, and they are activating certain parts of your divine genome. And then so eventually, so you can be your own key code for other people to open them up. Yes. So each time we read a book, each time we watch a YouTube video, like those, like these people are specific key codes. Like that's why Chanel Sure wants 3,000. I think we talked about this. She wants 3,000 teachers. She wants 3,000 key codes, which is what Anhar Sure said. He didn't say code, but he said key. Like each of these keys, each Dao Sure opens a different key, like opens a different door to each person. That's why you resonate with one more than the other one. And that's our mission. That's like what we're here to do. It's like to gain enough experience to create our own key code for people to unlock. Which is what it feels like.
Yeah, it does.
Like when I first listened to Shaman Durek and him talking about like negative like spirits or just like low frequency spirits, and like how they are like literally just like the way that he talks about them, and like you saying like, and then him talking about like, oh yeah, like they're just like spirits that like have been like separated from the light, that like, and like when you shine light on them they just like leave because they can't exist in your presence and things like that. Like that helped me a lot to not be afraid of like low frequency spirits, or to be afraid of like those kind of people. And like their mission is literally just to make you feel that emotion. And now I look at my emotions as not like as a part of me, but actually just as spirits inhabiting my body.
Girl. Valid though.
But yeah, I'm glad that I can send you stuff, and like you can like come back to me with like also like your own conclusions.
Yes.
That's like the best part.
I really want to finish reading The Convoluted Universe by Dolores Cannon. I think it would be fun to do like a book club. We should just dedicate like every week is like one chapter of something, and then we can talk like about what we read.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah.
Just like expand on that.
Yeah. That's what we already do when we watch like videos. We're like, okay, we watch the same video, and then we'll come back and be like, oh, what did you think about this? Which,
yeah, I need to rewatch this like Erin video talking about the LA fires.
Yeah, when I watched it the second time, I got more information.
Oh yeah? You feel that way?
Yeah.
I think I fell asleep watching it.
That's fair.
That was the video I watched the night that I misplaced my AirPods.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe I need to listen to it again and then I'll find my AirPod.
I think so too.
I need to complete the cycle.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of synchronicities lately.
Like what?
Like just in terms of like numbers. Like always like double digits and stuff like that. Or I just I catch it at the right time.
Yeah.
So I feel very good to be in the feeling that I'm in alignment. And I just need to pick where I want to go.
Yes. Yes. Exactly. They are portals.
You said the other day that we're portals.
Yeah.
That humans are portals.
Yes, I told Mom that like literally like 2 hours ago.
And what did she say? Did she have a reply?
She just agreed.
Yeah. I mean, I am in agreement. I would like to like hear more like expanded.
Yes. I was like telling, because that's when like
I could imagine it.
Yes.
Because it's kind of like we are also creators.
Yes.
So for us to like download inspiration and bring that to fruition and like materialize it is like, you can say that's how we're also portals, as we are creators.
Yes, exactly. I mean, it kind of goes back to like Kaya talking about like our electrons and like how we're able to be connected to like everything in this entire universe, because everything in the entire universe is made of electrons, and like that electrons like are not, they exist outside of like time, space, things like that. Like they're just connected to everything basically. So it kind of goes to that. And then also like I heard that like humans are like, their DNA can be easily intertwined with galactic DNA. Like a lot of star seeds are actually just multiple stars, like star nations in one. Like people can be Pleiadian and they can be Syrian or Arcturian, exactly. Like so that's why also like that's why like the elites and just like that other like dark matrix, like that lower frequency matrix wants to like keep us dumb and doesn't want us to know about our portal powers, our kundalini, you know, because they want to use our creative energy to, as like our portals, to fuel their matrix. Exactly what Andrew Tate said, like literally.
Did you see? I showed you the video where he said he's created that political party called Rogue. Britain's restoring underlying values. It's so funny. He's such a character. Oh, he is very funny. I feel like his evolution as like a person is like respectable. He's become like more religious as well. He's like definitely at least found God, I believe.
That's good.
And he even said like if he could do things again, he would have just had one woman that he focused on, like one wife essentially, instead of having spread like so much of his energy and attention amongst like many women.
Right. Yeah, because when you have someone, your souls become joined together.
You also have to take care of all of them.
I mean, if you get pregnant, yeah, of course. I mean, you don't have to, but it's, I mean, the responsible thing to do. But in the Sapiential Discourses book, like Source talks about how like when people have like multiple partners that like they're not married to, it's because they are constantly searching for source in this person. And they're constantly searching for that feeling of connection to source in this person, in persons, and things like that. So if you just, you know, got connected with source, you wouldn't have that feeling and desire anymore to have multiple partners. I mean, what relationship is more intimate than your relationship with source? Source literally lives inside of you, knows everything that you're thinking about, knows exactly what you're feeling, knows all versions of you in this life and other lives and other past lifetimes. And source knows that about you, all the intimate details. Like how much more like closer can you be with somebody than source, than God?
Creator.
Prayer?
I said creator.
Creator. Literally. Like, oh my God.
Yeah. I need to reread the Sophia Code. I've just like fallen asleep like listening to it. But I do know like my subconscious is like being primed.
No, I feel that. No, honestly, I've read it and like I forget like what I read. You should download it on Kindle.
To read it along with listening to it?
Yes, that helps so much.
I'm sure it does actually.
Because like your focus is like literally just like, you not only are you using your like your ears, but you're using your eyes to connect with the spirit of this book.
That makes sense. And I feel like I kind of I'm like a visual learner as well. So even when I'm talking to people, I kind of have subtitles in my head.
Yeah. And like our eyes also like can create things. Like our observer effect can create things.
That's true.
So like us reading things, I mean they also say like our eyes are like the path to the soul. So like us reading things, we're like creating the things that we're reading.
Would I be able to get into your Kindle?
Yeah. Duh. So yeah, I was like telling her that like that is like literally how you quote unquote change somebody, because we all know that you can't change anybody, but like it just so happens that the byproduct of changing yourself is that the people around you just change, you know? So I told her about like how like when we change ourselves that like we're actually just like and then when like the people around us, like, because we're uplifting our frequency, so when we change we uplift our frequency, and then we parallel shift unintentionally, unconsciously sometimes, like it's so subtle that we will parallel shift or quantum shift to a parallel reality where that version of our family member is a higher frequency because we are higher frequency, so we shift to a different timeline where this person is also higher frequency. And then, or you can also, what happens sometimes is that you're higher frequency and you can bring the other higher frequency reality to your reality if you want to. I feel like that's what happened with like Jesus and like anybody else that like heals people instantaneously. It's not like that he's the one that's shifting the reality, but rather like he brings that reality to his reality to create the result. So, and then I also told her that it's like really good for her to like talk to her mom, like because like for me and you, like we've been through a lot of conversations before where like one of us has to coach the other person on how to talk to them, and I feel like that's very good. Yes, so I told her, oh yeah, you can just like be honest with your mom and tell her how you feel, and then it will improve her coaching abilities because you're her client. You know, you're her practice client, and also like strengthen your relationship with each other. That was so cute. I said I like to talk, and mom was like, I like to listen. That's so cute. Okay, so we're talking about lottery tickets and like that. Always believe that the tickets that you're gonna get are the winning tickets no matter what. You don't even need to look at the number, because when I would go park my car like in the garage, like when I was in the transition of like, okay, I don't want to park in the third floor anymore, there's plenty of parking, there's literally 100 parking spaces in the first and second floor, somebody needs to park there, why not me be the person that parks there? Why can't I get one of these spots out of like the hundreds? And then when I was doing that transition, like there was times where like I was like kind of like like there was like some moments like I would like doubt myself, but then like the universe would just give me the parking space anyways. But it's really important that in the beginning, like that you just like feel like it's gonna happen. Like when I posted the comments to the videos, like honestly when I posted the comments, it was just for fun. Like, it's because something in the video really resonated with me and I really liked what she said. And then I posted it. And then they commented back. Like, Erin commented back. And then I also posted a video on, like, Alexis's page. And because she talked about, like, the parking space, too. And I told her that, like, I also had the same experience with the parking space. And I learned, and I did what you did. And it really worked. And then she was like, oh, my God. She's like, oh, that's the lucky girl. That's the lucky girl treatment. And I'm like, yes. So when I posted those comments, I knew that my comments were so good that they were just gonna comment back. I just knew in my heart that, like, if I saw the comment that I was posting, I would also love to comment back. And then when I post my videos, like I know, like I love my videos. Like now, like I don't find them that cringy anymore. I actually really enjoy filming my videos and really enjoy posting my videos. And because I know that I love my videos, like I know that people are gonna love my videos too. And then they do. And people like them. So
you passed over fear of being seen?
Yeah. Thank you. So whenever we want to do something or whenever whenever we want to do something, like whenever we want to find a parking space or whenever we want to like get a client or whenever we want to like post a video or whenever we're like meeting with people, just like already have a feeling that like of what you want. but like you literally have to feel it. And like you, like it's kind of hard to explain other than like, yeah, just like feel it. But like, for example, like when we were like, we were waiting for the valet to like get like our car and things like that. And then I was trying to figure out like what kind of frequency do I need to be in. Like, it was like literally like you're like changing like the channel, right? Like based on your feelings, you're changing the channel of what you're receiving. Because once you understand like time is not linear, you know that at any moment, like the reality can just change. So how you change the reality at any moment is based on your frequency and what you feel and what you're thinking. But your thoughts are actually just to help you create the feeling. Like you can have thoughts and like the feeling be completely different, and then you're gonna receive what you're feeling, because your universe doesn't listen to your thoughts. Your universe listens to what your state of being. So when we were finding the valet, when we were finding that valet, and then I was like thinking of like how to be like in the present, like no. I'm talking about my subconscious right now. I was thinking like, how can I live in the end result of already like what I want? And then so I would imagine myself like in the car already driving, but that didn't really change anything. Like it didn't make it come faster. So I'm like, okay, that's not it. And then I heard the woman behind me be like, oh, you're next. Like to like her husband or partner. And then I was like, I'm next. We're next. And then after I had that feeling, and then I saw the car come out 5 seconds later. So it's literally about like just like feeling, already having the feeling. Like, you know, like sometimes like when you go somewhere, you like, you know, oh, I'm gonna have a good time. Or like, you know, like, oh, this is gonna be a good show, you know? Or like, oh, this is gonna be I can just feel that this is gonna be like a good festival. And you don't know why, but you just have that feeling. And like that feeling is exactly how you manifest stuff. You can use that kind of feeling before you do anything. You just have to practice.
There's two paths. That is, one, I need to do this. I need to produce this so I could feel successful, so I can feel respected, so I can feel valued, so I can feel secure. And then you take action from that place versus taking action from, I'm so happy, I am so joyful, I have so much inspiration, I have so much passion, this product is so good, this service is so good, this information is so good, I just want to share with the world, I'm just so excited to share, I don't care who it is, but I just want to share with you, and I just love sharing. Those two different perceptions. Because now when like I'm coming up with like the what I'm gonna say for my TikTok and things like that, like it's just like inspiration. And like when I read it, I'm like, oh yes, this is so good. And like it just like feels like it just like comes so natural. And I like did it in like less than like, you know, I did it in like 10 minutes. Like it's just like happens like so fast. So that is the difference between like aligned effort. Aligned effort is like still like you have to do something. Like we live in a human world, we still have to do something. But you can choose what you're going to do and like how you're going to do it. So like based on your frequency, like you will get different downloads. Like so one download, it's like abundant download. Like when you feel abundant, you will get like this. You know how I told you before that whatever energy you want to receive, you have to create from that energy. So when you want to receive abundance, you have to create from abundance. But like whenever you create from lack, you will just receive lack. Like your videos won't do well, you're not gonna get clients, your boss is gonna yell at you, you know, versus when you like give from abundance, like you just walk into work, you're just like so happy, you call clients or whatever, and like sometimes like you're just so happy that like someone comes up to you and is like, wow, like why are you so happy? And then you're like, oh, because I sell this product and my face looks so good, things like that. Like it just comes like out of like the universe just gives it to you. And it's not from your conscious mind. It's from your frequency, your embodiment. Like that is like the thing that I struggled with a lot, is like to not like your manifestations are not from your conscious mind. Because a lot of the times like we manifest things or we magnetize things into our lives that we could have never imagined ever happening to us. Like I knew I wanted to live in a bigger house, like from the apartment. I just didn't know what the house was gonna look like. I didn't know where it was gonna be. I didn't know that it was gonna have this kind of environment, or like this kind of house was gonna feel so good or so comfortable. I never knew it was gonna be like that. I could have never imagined that in my life. But what I knew is that I wanted to feel like happy, and I wanted to feel like abundant, and I wanted to feel relaxed and at ease, and that I didn't have to clean the water that was like draining every single day or whatever. And like that's just where I came, that's just where I was like focusing on. I didn't focus on like the details and things like that. Like that's not important. Because like sometimes like when you're just in the frequency, like God just gives you a gift. Like God just gives you a surprise. Like you don't need to think too much about where it's gonna come from, how it's gonna come from, things like that. Like you just need to focus on like how your embodiment, like not even about the feeling sometimes. Like the feeling is important, but your embodiment, like your identity. What is your identity saying about yourself? Yeah. Oh yeah. So then when I'm doing this, it's just like so fast. And I know that like these videos, like it's just like so good. Like the content that I'm making is just so good. And it's not because I know that people are gonna like it. It's because like I just like feel so good about it. There was this guy that said yesterday that that I was watching his video, and he said like the number one way to like become more abundant is by being generous. When you have a generous like mindset or like a generous feeling to give, you automatically like channel abundance in your like you already feel abundant in your life. Like you can be generous. You don't have to be generous with your money all the time, but you can be generous with your time, be generous with your energy, be generous with your wisdom, be generous with your emotions, your smile, be generous with like your attitude or just like your presence and things like that. Like you don't need to just be generous with like your money or whatever. Like there's like so many things in our lives that we can be generous with. And then yeah, but like he says like a blockage that people have is that they just want to keep everything to themselves. Like they're like, I don't want to share with you, because if I share with you, then you're gonna go out there and you're gonna make so much money, and then I'm gonna be here like stuck. But like that's not how like the universe works. Like if you see that like your generosity is coming from like your own abundance, you will never feel bad for somebody else becoming abundant. If anything, you should be very like appreciative and like be like, whoa, like I can't believe I have so much abundance that I could literally change somebody's life, and the information that I gave them like literally made them like $1 million or whatever. Like I know that I didn't get $1 million from that, but I have the energy to create that, and that is more valuable than $1 million.
Yes. It's come out something that, you know, it's come out to me that what you said about the generous, that my friend that I share about that we opened the Casa record that we can channel the information from the source, and then I share with my friend, which my friend that she is downloading the information from the source. She is very good on that. Now I am open that channel too. I can download too. So I want to share this to her, that I expect that she will be happy about that. But I didn't feel those happy energy response. So from here, that today, from what you share, that I can feel that, you know, what I know, I want to hold it, you know. I have this pattern. I don't want to teach everyone. I don't want to tell everyone. I want to hold it. This is for my advantage. I have this part too. So today you talk about the generous is really make me to review myself, that from how my friends react and how to reflect myself, inner of myself, that I also have this part that I need to let go this part, that is everything is from the universe.
Yes.
So whether you hold it or not, it is in the universe. So if you share that, it might open up, it might expand the channel, you know, it's open up that I may, while the people download that, and then it also, I download that too. It download even more information. It don't limit on what I have right now. Because if I keep it like this, it's really limit myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I should be practice this generous that you are sharing about this generous topic that is really bring me to in that stage to be generous for everything that is from the universe.
Yes, that's very true. But what you're saying is so true that this information is not from you. This information is from God. You do not own this information.
Exactly.
Like, you are not the only channel for this information.
Exactly.
So when you start to see yourself as source versus seeing that this energy comes from God, comes from source, comes from the creator, that's where the distortion starts to happen.
Yes, the distortion.
Right, because then you think that you're God,
Right.
but you're not God.
No.
And then the second thing that I want to say is that because what comes to my mind is that I feel like you're very generous, but then like there's like an energy leakage and I didn't know where it's from. But what you said is like what you said, I understand now that you're generous, but the energy behind it is that you want to hoard the energy.
No, I still have those jealousy things.
Yes.
Yeah, need to be let go, and the advantage feeling that need to be let go.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like specifically, like for example, like when you're doing like the massage thing, and like you're very generous to give people the massage for free. So in the 3D world, it looks like you're very generous, and you are very generous. But the thing is that you have some kind of distortion in the background that this energy in the back is like not abundant. Like it's kind of like, I want to take from you. I want like something from you. Like I want.
Now there is an intention in behind that I giving this free massage, free thing that I want to exchange something.
Right.
It's not only just for unconditional.
Right. Right. So in your heart, what you actually want to do is actually to charge money.
I want to get your heart. I give you free. I want to get your heart.
Right.
I get a relationship.
Right.
I want some kind of reward from what I'm doing.
Yes. So that's the distortion that, like, if you do effort, if the effort that you do equals reward or equals success or equals money, but that's not true. Your alignment is what creates the reward, creates the success. I feel like people think like free means like good, or free means like I don't know. Yeah, free means good. If you get something for free, that means you're a good person or something like that. But but you're going against your heart. So you're actually not a good person. You're actually not doing something good. Like, you deserve to have that energy exchange.